A chilly start across the far southeast, but the outlook is milder for all of us, and that continues as we head into the weekend. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up. Oh, good morning, Britain.
Tuesday.
Before you do that, but not anymore. Mild.
Right.
And I think this is welcome news. So many people have been saying, it's been so cold for so long. January is such a miserable month. Well, thankfully, the update on the fires, if I may, in America. So, first of time yesterday, the size of the Eaton fire, the second largest, was exactly the same size, and they've now grown the containment of it. So they've had this aerial assault, so the containment means it's not grown at all in the last 24 hours. And the largest fire, the Palisades one, is exactly the same area burnt as it was this time yesterday. It's been more contained because of this aerial assault. I just want to talk more about what they've been doing. Yesterday, I showed you the super scooper that scoops up water and dumps it. But you'll have seen these and thankfully, yes, the cold, frosty conditions, for many a distant memory. It is mostly dry for today, but it is certainly a lot cloudier. It's this mild air that's being drawn up from the south, pushing away that cold air, which is in the near continent at the moment, and it stays with us all week long. So we see temperatures climbing day on. Good morning to you. Well, we're nowhere near as warm as Andy is in the Maldives. For many of us, finally, with a frost-free start to the day across the whole country, it just feels that much milder. Fair bit of cloud around in the forecast today. This milder air is being drawn up from the far southwest and stays with us for the rest of the week. Mildest in the north, temperatures sitting around about average in the south. But here's how it looks for today. A fair bit of cloud around, and it's the cloud that acts like a blanket, keeping in the heat, keeping it frost-free. The best of any sunshine today will be across the south and southeast of England, across the northeast of Scotland and the northeast of England. Western areas cloudy, the central zone cloudy and grey, extensive mist and hill fog across Wales. But look at these temperatures. Above average for everybody today. So 8 or 9 degrees in the south, and actually warmest in the north, 10 to 12 degrees here. This evening and overnight tonight, we keep the cloud. It lowers across the hills again, so a grey, dull, misty, murky, but frost-free start to our Wednesday. And then Wednesday is largely dry. Sunny spells for many. A band of rain moves into the northwest, and we keep these temperatures for the rest of the week. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. For the first time this morning, nobody in the UK needs to scrape their car windscreen because it is a mild, frost-free start to the day, and actually it stays that way through the rest of the week. Chasing areas of cloud around, it'll be pretty grey for many of us this morning as this mild air set to move up from the southwest. This is the latest satellite. Yes, it's fairly cloudy. It's that. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. It is a much milder start for many of us first thing this morning, frost-free, but a lot of cloud around. Here's the reason, because we have a mild southwesterly flow bringing in this milder air, pushing away the cold that many of us have been experiencing. Now, the north of the UK, you've been in the mild weather for a day. Another one of that for you in the south with more cloud. It means... Good morning to you. The weather is much milder. It is frost-free for the first time in nearly 11 days. Cloudy skies is the reason we have much milder weather. It's moving up from the southwest. It acts like a blanket, keeping in that heat, and it means it's pretty grey, particularly for the central zone of England and Wales first thing this morning. And the southwesterly flow brings a lot of cloud across the hills of Wales and northwest England. The best of any breaks across the north and east of Scotland and England, the southeast of England, and for all of us, temperatures are average or above, 8 or 9 degrees in the south, 11 or 12 degrees in the north. And we do it all over again tonight. More cloud around, and it lowers across the hills, and an even milder night in the south. 6s and 7s here, 8s and 9s in the north. And it's worth bearing in mind, these temperatures are pretty much where they should be by day at this time of year. So exceptionally mild as we head through the next few days compared to the bitterly cold that we had last week. So very different looking weather as we head through the next few days. The good news is it is looking largely dry, sunny spells for many of us, and staying mild.